Hey everybody, welcome to Squatch Talk. I'm Pat, and tonight, this evening, if you will, um, just gonna kind of close the door on the show from Friday night. You know, we had a show. It turned out to be controversial in some ways, not that big of a deal, but more than what I'm used to as far as sort of like stirring up a hornet's nest, which I wasn't trying to do. And I'll say this: um, everything I'm about to say should match up to the first 10 minutes of my show. Should, roughly, or maybe not exactly, but roughly, it's the same concepts. But I've had to come on here tonight to just sort of slam the door shut on this. In the best way I think I should do. Now, I did have an open invitation to Carl from LA Swamp Ape, and that never came to fruition. I tried. I was willing to do it. I still might be in the future in a different kind of platform and setting. But anyway, the controversy from that show where we called out the video that Carl made. I'm kind of ready to just close the door on it, like definitively, and move on, because we have some cool things coming up this week. So anyway, the first thing I want to do, and I'm not going to make this about Carl, but I have to touch on it some. And really, the only personal thing I'm going to get into right now between me and Carl is a question that he asked me, which is a fair question. And so I'm going to address that right off the bat, and then I'm going to move into to kind of where we're at, busting the narrative. Carl asked me a fair question, and I told him I'd be happy to answer it, so I'm going to answer it now. The question was, why did you say, so this is Carl speaking, Carl asking me, why did you say best Bigfoot pictures ever? Because I never said that. Carl claims that he never said that. And to be honest with you, he didn't. I never heard those words come out of his mouth, so I didn't hallucinate that, him saying that. So to be fair to Carl, he never said best Bigfoot pictures ever. So where I got that from is it was implied, basically. We don't have crystal clear photos of Bigfoot. Carl went on his show and said he had crystal clear images, and he used the analogy of walking into a portrait studio, professional photography family portrait studio. That's how good they were. And we don't have that. I guess depending on what side of the fence maybe you're on with the Todd Standing photos would be the only thing I could come up with. Maybe if you believe in the Todd Standing photos, then you think, well, we do have crystal clear images. But that's Todd's pretty much been proven a hoaxer at this point. So forget the Todd Standing photos. We don't have crystal clear imagery of Bigfoot. So if you come to the table and say that you've seen crystal clear imagery, you're implying you have the best pictures of Bigfoot ever. So while that can be subjective, I agree, and you can get into a semantical argument about that, I'm not going to do that. I'm just giving you the answer you asked me for, Carl. I just gave it to you. That's why I titled that video the way I titled it, and this video, purposefully, because I was going off your implication. So, anyway, let's move forward into the meat and potatoes of why I'm here and doing this video. Some people said, just walk away, don't do anything else. Some people said, go for it, whatever. at the end of the day, this is my show. I do what I want to do. I stand by my show. I stand by Friday's show. I stand by it 100%. Again, my words, I'm only responsible for what I say. People that I have on my show, I'm not responsible for what they say. That's not a thing. And of course, if somebody went off the rails and started being super inappropriate, I'd kick them out of the show in a heartbeat. That would be something that I would do. But at the end of the day, I'm only responsible for what I say. So here we go. And again, I want to say this. I'm coming at most of this from this point on as a sort of a information to the Bigfoot community. So I'm trying to inform the Bigfoot community. Carl is a part of the Bigfoot community, so he falls into that category. But then again, I will have to touch on the fact that, he brought this video to the table claiming to have these pictures that were purposely blurred and with technology that you can't get. This technology doesn't exist for you. You can't buy it online. You can't own it. You can't have it. And that's just false. So, unfortunately, I mean, I'm leaning towards Carl's being taken for a ride, which is, kind of sad, but there's nothing I can do about that. I've tried reaching out to him. I've tried making this message, but so this technology does exist. We can't get our hands on it. There's no reason in the world why, pictures would have to be blurred and cropped to a certain angle to where that's all you get without revealing the technology, because the technology is already here and it's available in the civilian market. And I'm just going to dive straight into it at this point. I've been talking too long. So just give me a second here. I always struggle with this. And which one is it? It is this one, I believe. Is it the Vega? Yeah. Here we go. There it is. So boom. Meet your Infinity Vega military grade long range thermal invisible platform camera system. The PTZ just means that you can move it around, basically. Pivot, zoom, pivot, torque, and zoom, something like that. And it's an advanced system, military grade, long range thermal invisible, way beyond 1,500 feet. 135 times long range zoom lens down here, and they claim, which is basically, let's see, 5 kilometer night vision performance. 5 kilometers, that's about 3 miles. So we're way beyond 1,500 feet. So this technology exists, and here it is. Here's what it looks like. We'll do a little example here. 5.5 kilometer to the beach. Just kind of let that roll out. They're going to zoom out, I believe, in a minute. But what you're seeing are people clearly walking around on the beach from 5.5 kilometers away. And then, here comes that 5.5 kilometer reveal. Pretty impressive. And even more of a reveal. And boom. So there you go, man. You can't say this technology isn't available on the civilian market, because it in fact is. Here's another one that is definitely beyond 1,500 feet. This is probably close to a mile, I would guess, because of the amount of water in between the bottom of the screen and the kayakers, and the amount of water beyond that to the platform and up towards the horizon. That's a huge volume of water in one shot. That's probably from about a mile away. Clearly, you can see these guys kayaking, and you can even zoom in like that, and which no, they go on. Yeah, all right. So it's just more demonstration. So, yeah, here we go. Weapons grade strain wave drive. So they're going on to the precise movements in a weapons grade. The reason why this is available on the civilian market is because it's not a weapon. So yeah, it's true. You can't just go buy an F-18 Hornet with Fox 3 capability. This isn't that. It has no weapons on it, so it's just for surveillance. And we see here, there you go. Shell Oil, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Thales. These are their clients. These are civilian companies. But we also have supplied surveillance systems to the U.S. Army and Navy. So these are integrated. This is the integrated technology platform that exists in the civilian market and the military market. So this is military grade, which is actually 10 times better than anything that you even just was described in that video. And I could take any of these images and dumb them down, and they would look 10 times better than what you provided. So it just becomes a simple thing of ignorance, to be honest with you. So here you go. The claim that Carl had made in his videos was simply that you can't get this technology. It's not available. You can't buy it online. Well, here's a contact button. Interested in buying? Huh. So if I click this button, I'm pretty sure that I put myself on a path to buy an Infinity Vega system. It might cost me $1 million, but I can buy it online. So yeah. I think I made my point there. This technology is available. It's available online. The whole narrative is that you can't get this technology. You can't get your hands on this technology. And even to the point, I mean, that was said dozens of times, by the way. So it was repeated over and over again. And, even to the point where he said, you can't get this online. Yeah, you can. I just showed you. The technology is there, and you can actually purchase it online. Anybody can go to this website, by the way. It's hold on, let me pull it up. It's infinityoptics.com. So I'm not like, I didn't put together a fake presentation. Infinityoptics.com. You can go there yourself and see everything I just presented to you. So there you go, man. Narrative busted. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Again, I'm leaning towards somebody's taking you for a ride because they filled your head. You seem to have your head filled with this technology doesn't exist when in fact it does, which was my original point. Go back to my original opening of Squatch Talk on Friday night. I pretty much said as much. I was like, that's not true. Like, this technology exists 100%. You could buy it. It's not a secret. There's no reason to leave out telemetry, you know. This is military grade technology you can get your fucking hands on right now. Period. If you have $1 million, you know. And affordability, by the way, was never ever the contention. It was never, well, you guys can't get it because you can't afford it. It was always, you just can't get it. That was the narrative. That narrative has been destroyed 100%. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, this thing's been put to bed. The show speaks for itself. And again, I stand by the show. I'm not going to delete it. I'm not responsible for what other people said. I don't think anything inappropriate was said. And if it was even a little bit, you know, it's okay to let that slide. You know, it wasn't like again, I opened the show saying this is not an attack. This is not a bash. This is fair criticism. And what I just showed you is fair criticism. You know, busting your narrative that the whole thing's built on this. We can't show the crystal clear pictures because it would reveal technology that we're not supposed to see. I just fucking showed you that technology and how you can hit one button, purchase technology. I think that's pretty clear cut. It's pretty definitive at this point. Like, there's no argument against it. So I'm, you know, I'm just gonna walk away from it at this point after, you know, after that. Pretty definitive. So anyway, it was interesting. It kind of sucked that my whole weekend got consumed by it. I'll be honest with that. And this is not the type of thing that's going to be happening on Squatch Talk, you know, on any kind of regular basis, dude. It's not my goal to be Steve Coles, my bud, who I talked to today on the phone, like the Sasquatch detective, and try and debunk everything that fucking comes across my desk, man. Like, that's not my goal. I just want to go back to having our good discussions about general, you know, topics with, you know, about the phenomenon, and good questions and interesting theories, if you will. I'm ready to just like get back into that because that's the important part. It's important to call things out sometimes. It's important that, you know, that people outside the Bigfoot world, the less bullshit they see in the Bigfoot world, the better. But honestly, dude, I don't think we're gonna squash that bug. This is an internet community. It's extremely incestual. All we could do is persuade people who might be on the fence, or leaning towards, you know, God, I want something better. I'm sick of all the tail chasing, if you will. And thanks, I appreciate that. I do. But I'm not looking for validation. I'm here alone, man. I'm standing out here on this platform right now all by myself. I don't have the wooba of the panel surrounding me right now to validate everything I'm saying. They might disagree with some of the things I'm saying. I'm out here on my own. I don't have another person sitting next to me. I got two chihuahuas back here. Maybe they can help me out. So I'm willing to stick my neck out and just tell the truth, man. The truth matters, you know. Crappy, inconclusive things don't matter. But yet, unfortunately, there's a huge audience just chomping at the bit to gobble it up. And I could do that. I could give that to you. I could give that to the Bigfoot world. It'd be easy. I was in the entertainment industry for most of my life. I know how to entertain people. I can feed you some bullshit. It'd probably grow my channel up to 20,000 subscribers. But that's not why I'm here, and it's never what I'll be about. And if it ever is, put me in my freaking place. Fair enough. So, yeah, I think I just made the case well. I pretty much debunked that narrative. The technology actually does exist. It's unfortunate that Carl's like ignorant, and that's not an attack, Carl. Ignorance is a word that we use. Doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means you don't know. But I know, and I know about technologies that go even beyond that, as far as military grade. So I know a thing or two about it, and it's just unfortunate, dude. I really think, and God, I hate to make this personal again, but I have to say this. I think somebody's taking you for a ride, dude. Like, at this point, all I would ask of you is that you stop, take 2 steps backwards, and look at the bigger picture, and consider what I brought to the table, which I'm not doing in an asshole way. I'm not being an asshole. I'm not like, ha ha ha, look. I'm not being that guy, dude. Like, this is just like reality I'm trying to present, based around your own narrative that I think somebody fed you, or you're making it all up, I mean, I don't mean to be binary about it, but it's kind of one of those two things. Somehow you've been duped, I think, or you're duping yourself. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's all fair. I've laid it out there. There's the evidence that the narrative's completely busted. And so, yeah, man, I want to just move on to bigger and better things, man. I've got a Bigfoot debate this week. It's supposed to be Tuesday night. James has posted it as happening, although he has not let me know who my opponents are yet. So I'm a little concerned that it might be one of those last minute things. Sometimes it gets canceled, and that would be unfortunate. Talk with the bone. Let's move on, Steve. Curious Cryptid. Like I said, I got a Bigfoot debate Tuesday night. That's going to be fun, regardless of who my opponents are. I don't care. They could be a skeptic with a capital S, or somebody more curious. Either way, man, I'm prepared for either or. And then I'm trying to get pull the guests together for next Friday night. I'll just shoot for, since Fridays have been kind of good nights to go on live. Who I'm shooting for is Steven Stroufford. Like, some of you will know that name. Most of you may not. He's a cool dude. He's an interesting guy. He's a critical thinker. So he fits right in, if you will. And I think I might do it in the Meldrum format I did. Just kind of a 1v1 discussion, and then bring the panel in. I think would be interesting. I'm sure he'll agree to that. I don't see any problems there. But yeah, Tuesday night, Modern Day Debate channel. I've got it posted in the Squatch Talk group. And I'll be sharing it around between now and then, promoting it. Because it'd be great to have people from the Bigfoot community there, obviously, in chat, and have a presence. That would mean a lot to me, just because, And yeah, that's about it, guys. Let's move forward. Let's keep having good discussion, regardless of what anybody says. Let's just keep having good discussion, man, and try and move the ball down the field. As far as like real tactics go, like you guys know me. Some of you, like I got my tactics down, man. I'm gonna be deploying them hopefully this winter, this next coming winter, and really get at it and make some things happen. But yeah, I think that's about it, man. Anything else, guys? Trying to watch chat. It's just a few people in chat, which I love. Like, I watch a lot of streamers, man. Like, we always do, yeah, Patrick. I watch a lot of streamers on YouTube, actually, outside the Bigfoot genre, and man, their chats fly, dude. Like, and they keep up with it. I'm like, how the hell do you guys keep up with your chat? You know, like really popular streamers, which I'm not trying to be, by the way. If I were, I'd be playing video games. I wouldn't be talking about Bigfoot. All right. That's about it. Yeah, right. I hear you, Brent. Okay, so yeah, that's it, man. Let's move forward. That door is closed, and we'll have a fun week this week, man. Again, Bigfoot debate on Tuesday night should happen. Fingers crossed. I'm nervous. He hasn't quite locked down the opponents yet, but I have faith in James. He's the man, and he will make it happen. So Bigfoot debate Tuesday night. I'll be promoting that, and then next Friday night, hopefully we'll have Steven Struffer on, and that'd be awesome. Like I've been dying to talk to that guy. He's an interesting dude, and he's one of those guys, man. That's like, you know, people are like, oh, he's a dick. I'm like, no, he's not. Like, I don't think he is. You know, what? Just because he says what's on his mind, he's a dick. Like, or he might disagree with you about something. Like, no, you know, I think I've had a few disagreements with him. You know, in fact, I know I have. But that, you know, I'm not trying to bring him on to have a disagreement. I'd rather just have a good discussion, and we'll do that. Thanks, Nikki. Yeah, you know that means a lot to me, man. Nikki, you and I go way back to like a year and a half ago, and I miss our freaking casual shows. We got to do one of these nights. You, me, Daniel, and whoever else. Bobcat, let's bring Bobcat on. Just kind of have fun. Like, I mean, we just talk shit about anything in life, you know, from food to landscaping, you know, like all kinds of stuff. I miss Kelly, though. I wish I could have Kelly back on, but that'll never happen, obviously. So thanks, Nikki. I really appreciate that. Who are you? I want on the panel Friday. Hopefully Brent, Brent will, if Brent can make it, if his timing is right, which it seems to be for, like Friday nights when I go live, Brent, can usually make it. And I know he'll want to be on with Steven because he has a relationship with Steven. In fact, he's almost facilitating, the conversation between me and Steven now, because I reached out to Steven, but he hasn't seen my message yet. So I'm counting on Brent to give Steven the heads up that I'm trying to get him on for Friday, trying to get Steven on for Friday. Yeah. And Brent says he should be free. And Patrick Vaughn says flat earthers. I don't know what you're talking about, Patrick. Were we talking about flat earthers? Like, are you a flat earther? I don't even know who you are. Like, what? Who's this Patrick Vaughn guy anyway? I don't know. Flat earthers. Yeah. You might see me in another flat earth debate in the future. We'll see. It's fun. It's actually kind of fun. But then again, so is a Bigfoot debate. It's fun too. I don't know, any debate I feel comfortable in. gun control, political. Not right now. I think it'll be a while before I ever do a political debate. Yeah, it'll at least a few months. Patrick Vaughn talks shit. I'm too harsh when I tell stuff, says Gary. No, man. I mean, Gary, you just you speak your mind. Like, I don't think you're harsh. I think you're emphatic. You seem passionate about what you believe. I don't think it's harsh. It doesn't come across harsh in chat. To me, it never comes across as harsh. But you're definitely passionate about, kind of how you view things, and that's fine. That's welcome here. It's perfectly welcome. Brent, what? Huh? I don't understand. Brent Tell. I think you were trying to say tell Pat who I am. Bigfoot barbecue and camp cookout or cookbook. Is that Jay? Is that Jay? Hold on. Sorry. Now I'm just kind of floating around in space. Yeah, it is Jay. That's okay. That's what I thought. Oh, should I not have said that? Jay, what are you doing watching my show? You should know better. Man, the political stuff, man, that's gotten hard for me. It's so funny. For years, I was like chomping at the bit to have political debates, and now I'm not. I'm just not. I'm just I'm turned off by it. Actually, like I watched a political debate a couple weeks ago, and I mean, I had to stop watching it after, I don't know, 20 minutes. Like, I don't know. Well, thanks, Jay, and thanks, chat. Man, you guys, I appreciate all of you. I'm glad you're here. Like, we're not a huge community, but we're a community or a show. We're a platform. You guys are a part of my platform, and I appreciate that to no end. I swear to God. I mean, 10 years ago, if you said to me, "Hey, dude, like, what if 10 people wanted to hear what you had to say?" I would have been blown away by that. I've been like, that would be cool. 10 people hear what I have to say? That would be amazing, And so I'm very grounded when it comes to this stuff. And of course, I've done other things in life that most people haven't, as far as the things I've done in the entertainment world. I've stepped out on stage and performed music for 2,000 people, right in my face, right? So most people haven't done that kind of stuff. So I'm like, man, if I can come on here and talk about Bigfoot, and there's 16 people watching right now that want to hear what I have to say, or a video that gets 1,000 views. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm not trying to make money off this. There ain't no money to be had in the Bigfoot world unless you really get one. If you really get good footage, or you drag a body into town, you could probably make money off that somehow. And yeah, I'm getting hungry just thinking about Jay and his cooking channel. But anyway, like, I don't know, I'm just kind of casually chatting on with you guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I gotta go make dinner and do all that kind of stuff. But thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope it you know, it kind of revealed some things that it should be revealed, and that it was significant enough to have some kind of impact on people in the Bigfoot world in general. Is that pretty much my goal? Beyond any kind of, like, I'm not focused on one person here or there or anywhere. None of this is personal to me. I don't play games. I'm not trying to get, into high school situations with people, with games and drama. And I won't be even like going there anymore, no matter what. When the time is right, it may, something like this may happen again. If, somebody makes some extraordinary claim that they can't back up, willing to have that discussion. That's fine. So every now and then these things might happen, but it's not what I'm trying to make my show about. This isn't fucking clickbait. That's absurd. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to wrap it up, go make dinner, and try and enjoy the rest of my weekend. And thanks for being here, man. We will see you soon. I'll hopefully see you guys on Tuesday night. Definitely see you Friday night. And that's kind of the schedule right now. We'll see what happens in between. But yeah, those things are happening. And thanks for being here. See you next time.